Nako, heto na mga kabayan, viral, dinaan sa iyak. Nako, Madriaga naging emosyonal, Luestro nagulat sa ginawa ni Ramila, bumaliktad, aba. Ito ang dahilan, nako po. Yan po mga kabayan ang ating alamin sa video ito, pero bago po natin simulan yan, palike naman po ng video ito, malaking tulong po yan, maraming salamat po. At eto nga, bago po natin i-play yung pag-iyak ni Madriaga mga kabayan, eto, pasadahan muna natin ito mga kabayan, ito pong kanyang statement, no? Ito po mga kabayan. Sabi po kasi dito ni Madriaga, I've read several media reports that the 125 million OBP confidential funds in 2022 were reportedly utilized in just 11 days. This is wrong, sabi niya, because I personally disposed the money in less than 24 hours. Ayan, naku po, o yung 125 million daw na confidential fund ni BP Sara ay hindi ginastos ng 11 days kung di ginastos daw ni Madriaga ng less than 24 hours mga kaubayan. Aba, kakaiba itong si Madriaga mga kaubayan. Ang problema nga dito, puro ano lang puro sabi-sabi lang ni Madriaga yung pinapakita nila. Diba? Kung napanood niyo po yung kanilang ginagawang hearing, wala naman pong pinapakitang mga ebidensya. Paano po maniniwala ang taong bayan kung puro lang daldal ang ginagawa nitong Madriagang ito? At hindi lang daldal mga kababayan, umiyak pa. Hindi ibig sabihin mga kababayan na ang isang tao ay umiiyak ay totoo na po ang kanyang sinasabi. Ano ba ito? Thirst of guilt ba ito ni Madriaga? Huwag niyo pong idaan sa paiyak-iyak ang usaping ito mga karibyo natin, no? Huwag mong idaan sa paiyak-iyak Madriaga dahil ang impeachment is based on facts, hindi based on tears. Diba? Hindi po pwede ang iyak-iyak dyan. Pero kinampihan po ni Luestro. Mamaya ipapakita po natin yung video. Pero ito, basahin muna natin itong mga naging komento ng ating mga kabayan. Sabi po ni Ab, so siya na ang disbursing officer ngayon. Naku po. Bagong script yan, sabi po ni Fai. Sabi naman po ni Alfonso, who is telling the truth? The man who deliver in just 24 hours or the report by COA ag 11 days? Ayan na. Kunyari, we believe it was spent within 24 hours pero sabi ng COA goods. So, nasa COA ang bola, correct? Diba? Sino ba si Madriaga? Ang COA may mga ebidensya po sila mga kabayan na magpapakita that it was spent 11 days. Pero itong si Madriaga mukhang sasablay yata mga kabayan. Bakit? Less than 24 hours niya po ginastos. Grabe grabe. If the Vice President is lawfully entitled to assume the presidency because the President is incapacitated and she is physically or tumultuously prevented from entering or exercising the office by force or intimidation, those who obstruct hereby be criminally liable for section under the Philippine Revised Penal Code, the Constitution, and implementing rules best succession in the Vice President to preserve continuity of executive authority. No? Mukhang nawala ito sa sa usapan natin, napunta sa succession mga kababayan. Anyway, sabi po yan ni Art of Arnel Roldan. Sabi ni Michael, so mas reliable pa si Madriaga kaysa sa COA report about 125 confidential fund na ginastos in 11 days. Mukhang iba ang kwento The script is not scripting, correct Diba? Anyway, yan po si Madriaga mga kababayan. Ito, panoorin na po natin mga kababayan kung paano po nililin lang ni Madriaga ang taong bayan sa kanyang paiyak-iyak. Inilagay pa sa record. Eto mga kababayan, panoorin po natin at bigyan natin ng reaksyon. Pasok.
Nearly crying. May I just put it on record that while reading these portions of the affidavit, the resource person, Ramil Madriaga, is breaking into tears. Can we go
Pilipinas.
Grabe no, grabe si Luestro mga kabayan. Tinanong niya muna, di ba? Why are you crying? Dapat kinumport mo, Luestro, kinumport mo sana si Madriaga. Sabi mo, dapat sinabihan mo, tama na bibi ha, huwag ka nang umiyak, okay? Nandito naman kami, tutulong kami sa iyo. Yeah, parang ganun na ang gawin mo. Ha? Oh, sabi pa ni Luestro, gusto ko lang i-emphasize ha. Oh, can we put on record, no, na habang daw nagsasalita or binabasa ni Madriaga yung kanyang statement mga kabayan ay umiiyak ito. Aba, put it on record. Anong pakialam namin kung umiyak yan? Anong pakialam namin kung ilagay mo sa record yan? Ang basihan naman natin dito, ebidensya. Hindi porket umiyak siya, may ibig sabihin na yan. Kailangan po namin ng ebidensya, hindi po luha ang ebidensya. Kung di, kailangan namin ng concrete evidence na yung sinasabi ni Madriaga ay totoo. O ito, patuloy po natin mga kabayan.
A printout of the Facebook post dated September 29, 2021 is here to attach.
May I know what's happening to you, Mr. Madriaga? You seem to be crying. Are you crying?
I just remember one moment.
Are you crying? You are nearly crying. May I just put it on record that while reading these portions of the affidavit, the resource person, Ramil Madriaga, is breaking into tears. Can we go back to where you felt frustrated and you're nearly crying? Which part of your affidavit is that? Can we go back to that?
Number 46 po, Madam Chair.
Number 46. Let's go back to number 46. Okay, you may read from 46, Mr. Madriaga.
On the same day, I posted the screenshot of our video conference on my Facebook account with the caption just telling her I cannot vote intelligently without her name on the ballot. Neither can go out and vote wisely unless the name Inday Sara Duterte Carpio appears as a candidate in the 2022 presidential race.
Ba't ka umiiyak?
Would you like
47.
Ba't ka umiiyak, Madriaga? Basahin mo yan. Di ba? Akala mo ba maaawa ang taong bayan sa'yo? Nako po. You are a criminal, no? Opo. Ano na to yun? Convicted na po ito si Madriaga, mga kabayan, ng kidnapping ata yun, mga karbi natin, So, ayan, lagyan lang po natin ng konting tawa, kasi baka madali tayo Okay? Akala siguro ni Madriaga talagang madadali, mauuto niya yung taong bayan. Kaya pala nagba-viral ito ngayon, mga kabayan, kasi paiyak-iyak pa.
Would you like to say something about why you are crying on this part of the affidavit?
Hindi naman. Malungkot lang po.
Malungkot. Okay, please proceed.
Madam Chair.
Nakapag-rehearse ito, mga kabayan. Magaling umacting. Pwede na itong maging maging artista. Grabe, ang galing ni Madriaga, no?
Can we allow the witness to please the unity ticket? I continued assisting her campaign for Vice President during campaign sorties. I served as advance party to municipalities, cities, provinces where Sara was scheduled to visit and campaign. In several of these campaign sorties, I personally joined Sara together with other members and volunteers of ISIP, which to us now refer to Inday Sara para sa ikalawang Pangulo. Photos of Sara and me in several campaign sorties are here to attach as Annex G to G-3. 48. During one of the activities of ISIP in Bataan, I got to know a group of farmers who were asking for assistance because of land grabbing incidents in their area. I tried assisting them and I discovered that the entity behind the land grabbing in First Bataan Maribelas Holdings Corporation More than a year later, I informed Sarah about this concern and she told me to bring the group to one of her residences in Metro Manila located at Serendra Bonifacio Global City, Taguig City. I asked the group of farmers to wait outside of Serendra as I went to talk to Sarah. When I mentioned to Sarah the First Bataan Maribeles Holdings Corporation is the one involved in the land grabbing incidents, she told me that she cannot do anything and that she will no longer meet with the group of farmers. Through ISIP, I also came to know Attorney Reynold Monsayak, who likewise provided valuable support to ISIP. In recognition of his efforts, ISIP awarded him a certificate of recognition and appreciation at Nomu Bashu, Thomas Morato, Quezon City. Attorney Monsayak was later appointed as the spokesperson of the Office of the Vice President. A copy of the certificate of recognition and appreciation dated June 29, 2022 is here to attach as Annex H. Number 51. The certification of recognition and appreciation was handed by Attorney Ryan to Attorney Monsayak at Nomu Bashu, Thomas Morato, Quezon City, where I was also present. A photo of Attorney Ryan handing the certification of recognition and appreciation to Attorney Monsayak is here to attach as Annex I. Election of Sarah as Vice President and OBP confidential funds. Number 52. After the election of Sarah as Vice President, she invited me to attend her inauguration at San Pedro Square, Davao City on June 19, 2022. A photo of Sarah and me during her inauguration in Davao City is here to attach as Annex J. A photo of an email thanking me for
So, putulin lang natin saglit mga kabayan, no? Kasi nagugulan po ako dito kay Madriaga. Kasi parang sinasabi niya dito na ginamit siya ni BP Sara sa campaign, di ba? Campaign period. So, ang naiisip ko kasi mga kabayan, bakit kailangan pa ni BP Sara ng isang Madriaga, ha? Na parang lumakad, di ba? Na mangampanya para sa kanya. Oh. Hindi ko ma-gets mga karibin natin kasi napakataas po ng boto ni BP Sara. So, mas mataas pa sa presidente, no? Kailangan pa ba ng isang Madriaga, mga kababayan? Yun yung iniisip ko eh. Parang may mali talaga dito eh.
my attendance during her inauguration in Davao City is here to attach as Annex J-1. Number 53. I was then tasked to provide security intelligence work through the formation of Vice Presidential Security and Protection Group. During this time, I introduced and recommended Colonel Dennis Nolasco, one of my best students in the Presidential Security Group.
So, student, teacher pala ito si Madriaga, mga kababayan. No, instructor pala itong si Madriaga. Okay.
To assist this matter. Number 54. Colonel Nolasco then tapped the services of Colonel Raymond Dante Lachica, who had the BPSPG. Afterwards, I worked with both Colonels Nolasco and Lachica from July 2022 to April 2023 for tactical transport services, security of Sarah and other VIPs, handing and conveying and highly confidential information, and the transportation of large amount of money to several persons as instructed by Sarah. Money
Aba, ngayon, delivery naman ang kanyang trabaho, mga kababayan. Nagdi-deliver naman siya, di ba? O kanina, ano yun siya kanina? Ngayon po ay nagdi-deliver naman po siya kanina. Ngayon, mga kababayan. Ano ba yung sinabi niya kanina? Ano ba siya kanina? Mamaya, balikan po natin yan.
deliveries under the instruction of Sarah. In the morning of December 2020,
Okay, sabi niya kanina siya nag-disburse. Dinisburse niya yung 125 million in less than 24 hours. So, disbursing officer siya kanina. Ngayon naman, mga kababayan, sinabi niya po na siya po ay instructor, di ba? Parang gano'n, di ba? Kasi, tapos yung, eto, iba na naman, delivery na naman, mga kababayan.
2022, Sarah called me and she said, Sir Ram, please coordinate with Colonel Nolasco. Meron tayong deliver sa San Pablo, Laguna, sa Night Street, sa Ombudsman. Sarah added, bawi tayo sa kanila later. Later, I received a text message from her indicating the places of delivery, which include San Pablo, Laguna, Night Street, Office of the Ombudsman, and the corresponding contact numbers. Number 56. Later that morning, Colonel Nolasco sent me a text message directing me to go to the DepEd Central Office in Pasig City, beside Ultra, at around 1:30 p.m. for the transport. Transport is a shorthand for delivery or transportation of large sums of money between Colonel Nolasco and me upon the instruction of Sarah. After receiving the text message, I hurriedly prepared and went to the DepEd Central Office together with 4 other individuals: Richard Babagay, Arman Villanueva, a certain Chip, and a certain Ruel. Number 58. Richard and I were aboard my blue Toyota FJ Cruiser, while Arman, Ruel, Noel, and Chip came in Toyota Grandia with the sticker Inday Sara Champura Duterte attached to both sides of the van. Richard was driving my blue Toyota FJ Cruiser and Chip was driving the Toyota Grandia.
Nako mga kababayan, may naaamoy ako dito Baka eto, opinion ko lang naman to at speculation lang mga karibin natin. Base po dito sa mga nangyayaring ito. So ang naiisip ko po kasi ngayon mga kababayan, baka mauna pa itong imbestigahan ng Blue Ribbon Committee. Si Madriaga baka mauna pang imbestigahan kaysa po doon sa 18 Marines mga kababayan. Grabe po yan ang naiisip ko ngayon, baka mauna pa po itong imbestigahan ng Blue Ribbon at syempre ng iba pang mga committee dyan sa House of Representatives. No?
A photo of the Toyota Grandia with the sticker Inday Sara Champura Duterte on both sides of the van is here to attach as Annex K. A photo of my blue FJ Cruiser is here to attach as Annex K-1. Number 59. As we parked my Toyota FJ Cruiser near the main entrance of DepEd, Colonel Nolasco appeared from the main entrance and approached our vehicle. I alighted to the vehicle to meet Colonel Nolasco and we talked while we waited for the arrival of Colonel Achica. He mentioned that they will also provide a red Mazda sedan, which will be...
So yan mga kababayan, ini-explain niya po yung mga deliveries nila. Ngayon, the Office of the Vice President ang may deliveries, no? Hindi na po yung mga sangkot sa flood control scandal. Hindi na si Saldico ngayon ang deliveries na si BP Sara na mga kababayan. Ang galing. Ang galing ng script nyo Sana lang ay mapaniwala nyo ang taong bayan. No? Anyway, ano pong inyong opinion, reaction dyan mga karabin natin? Just comment down below at syempre, huwag pong kalimutang i-like ang video ito. Malaking tulong po yan. Maraming salamat po.